Some time ago, I realised I could spin a story to make myself connected to every lesbian in the world. This is a heavyweight story of lesbians, love and lace. This is my three-ply yarn. The times I remember wearing lace, it's always been to showcase my theatrical intent. A lace doily tied to my head. At 17, I played Ada the Maid in Stanley Horton's Hindle Wakes. Who would have thought that heartaches and gender mistakes could be fed by such a delicate braid? At 17, I learned the truth, that love like mine could not be seen. See how I borrowed a line from Janice Ian. There never was a photograph of me and Rachel having a laugh, with she in whiskers wearing full male dress, while I left everyone to guess at how I loved her womanliness. The reason she played it fatherly, our drama group was short of boys, you see, except when the local paper featured our show, they found one more, and that was me. I'd been credited as Nicholas. Even wearing a doily, they were pretty clueless about how to assess my gender, and I wasn't even attempting to cross-dress. Just a natural gender blender. Rachel's costume was never exposed to the press because on the day of the photo shoot she wasn't there. Perhaps she didn't dare find fame with bushy lip and eyebrows. She may have had more to lose than her name. A feminist classic called Hindle Wakes now, and because of this list, a working class female protagonist, a dirty weekend progressive attitudes to sex, a woman who'll go to bed but won't be wed, a heroine called Fanny Hawthorne. I guess feminism was different before I was born. 101 years ago it first got staged, and when I learned this fact I got really engaged with the idea I'm entwined with a queer old cast. I'm not making this up, and it gave me a blast to know Miss Honeyman's repertory company first put on the play in Manchester at the Gaiety Theatre. It's a sign I was destined to wear lace and search for threads of evidence, just in case I can prove we all need to embrace our connections. And there's more to this tale. I've got plenty to regale, like my delight in discovering Sybil Thorndike was in the production on that opening night. She didn't play Ada, but it puts me beside her. It's all about times, not whether we read the same lines. The bisexual Dame Sybil Thorndike. Drop the man, shorten Sybil's thorn, and you get a horny dyke playing it large in the Gaiety Theatre. This is me, this is you, here we all are, picking at those loose edges of memory. The LGBT theatrical legacy, gaiety, cross-dressing, fanny whoring, me and Sybil Thorndike, we're connected. Here's where you realise we are connected to everyone in the world, and I mean everyone. It's like I'm in the advert for 4G with Kevin Bacon. But hey, I'm not here to talk about Kevin Bacon, I'm here to talk about LGBT folk being centre of the universe. So forget 4G. I'm walking down the street waving G3, the magazine for lesbians and bisexual women, the one that used to be free. So don't see me as Kevin Bacon. I'm more like Demi Moore, whom Kevin Bacon starred with in A Few Good Men. She had short hair then, but not as short as in G.I. Jane, where she was totally shaved and badly behaved. Me and Demi Moore, we're connected, strutting our stuff as I'm playing the film buff, wishing she'd been in The Breakfast Club instead of St Elmo's Fire. Still, Ali Sheedy was hired for both and later played the part of a Speedy Dyke in High Art, and now she's no choice but to be an activist voice. You know she really ought to, sandwiched as she is between a lesbian mother and daughter. So we know what Ali was eating for her breakfast, right? Not Kevin Bacon rolls, something Demi Moore scrumptious. There's Ali, munching with Molly Ringwald the year before I made it as Ada. Then just last year, Ringwald was being ever so bold as a mum who came out in later life, no longer a wife, in Secret Life of the American Teenager. The Brat Pack of my teenage years have their own stack of brats these days. If growing up is what we do, Let's help the next generation believe in who they are and can be. It's called equality. Our teenage lives have secret lovers. Being too susceptible to the beliefs of others, we damage ourselves and hide inside. On large and small screen and centre stage, actors encourage stepping out of the cage by becoming the face of our identity. Don't just act, also be. At 17, I learned the truth. Saying who I am is living proof of moving on and setting free, of getting in touch with connectivity. I'm Nikki Hasty, small bit player in the Lancashire setting of Hindle Wakes, but I'm not here to talk about me. I'm here to talk about LGBT, the centre of everything. Now that Hindle Wakes has passed its century span, and don't forget, the Lace Doily is where I began, let me tell you, the centenary production starred Anna Carteret, who, if you don't know, was Juliet of Bravo, and in the vanguard of characters considered a dyke. She performed poems by women on the opening night of Channel 4, read more when published as In the Pink. And I think you'll appreciate how everything is linked when Brookside debuted the same night. Brookside screened a lesbian kiss, and that is why I have this free Beth Jordache t-shirt. So many of us were hurt when Beth died in prison from a weak heart, which is like a euphemism for years spent in the closet fearing no one will love you. This is real, Anna Friel. Proving that Lancashire women so often reward the relationship forage, and perhaps that's why all the lesbians moved to Hebden Bridge. So if you want to be as connected as me, bacon's already taken. So be as tasty as hasty, and here's how you get some. You link up to a network that's designed for your whole life. Grab yourself a slice of LGBT spice. Don't ask yourself twice. Not G3, not 4G, but 6 degrees of separation leading to the culmination of my story, where lace takes up space not on my head but in my art. This is my heritage to you, a bridge we all can view. At the centre of the universe is no mystery, simply the history of you in verse.